Hello students, let us start with part 4 of equilibrium. Characteristics of equilibrium constant. Number 1. The value of the equilibrium constant for a particular reaction is always constant, depending only upon the temperature of the reaction and is independent of the concentration of the reactant with which we start or the directions from which the equilibrium is approached. For example, CH3COOH plus C2H5OH, it gives CH3COO C2H5 plus water. Then Kc is equal to concentration terms of right hand side divided by concentration terms on left hand side. Second term, if the reaction is reversed, the value of equilibrium constant is reversed. Taking example, N2O4 gives twice of NO2. Value of Kc comes out to be 0.212. If I write the reaction in a way that reactants become now product and product becomes reactant, then equilibrium constant will also be reversed. It will be 1 by 0.212. Therefore, Kc means it will be equal to 1 by Kc dash. Third point, if the equation having equilibrium constant K is divided by 2, the equilibrium constant for the new equation is the square root of K. Means their stoichiometries are divided by 2. Half of A plus half B, it gives half C plus half D. Therefore, K will be equal to under the root of K initial. If the equation having equilibrium constant is multiplied by 2, then equilibrium constant will become square as earlier. New equation will have square of the equilibrium constant. Taking again the example, twice of N2O4, it gives 4 times NO2. Then Kc will be what? It will be square of the earlier equilibrium constant. Means now it will be concentration term NO2 raised to power 4 divided by concentration term N2O4 square. Fifth point, if the equation having equilibrium constant is written in 2 steps, then equilibrium will be K is equal to K1 multiply K2. For example, twice of NO2 gives NO3 plus NO. NO3 plus CO, it gives NO2 plus CO2. Then it becomes NO2 plus CO. Then it becomes NO plus CO2. And calculating their Kc1, Kc2, Kc3. Then Kc3 will be multiplication of Kc1 and Kc2. Sixth point, the value of equilibrium constant is not affected by the addition of a catalyst. This is because the catalyst increases the speed of forward reaction and backward reaction to same extent. The numerical value of the equilibrium constant for a particular reaction is constant as long as the temperature is kept constant. The rate of a chemical reaction increases with increase in temperature. The extent of this increase in rate depends upon the energy of activation of the reaction. Since the energy of activation for the forward and backward reaction are different, so a given increase in temperature will increase the rate of forward and backward reaction to different extents. The value of the velocity constant for forward and backward reaction will change differently. Since K is Kf upon Kfb, therefore value of equilibrium constant will change. The value of equilibrium constant of an endothermic reaction increases and that of an exothermic reaction decreases with rise in temperature. For reaction having zero heat of reaction, the temperature has an effect on the value K. Types of chemical equilibria. Number 1. Homogeneous equilibria. When in an equilibrium reaction, all the reactants and the products are present in the same phase, it is called homogeneous equilibria. There are many examples. Start with type 1, in which number of moles of product is equal to number of moles of reactant. For example, N2 plus O2, it gives 2NO. Type 2, in which the number of moles of products is not equal to number of moles of reactant. For example, N2 plus 3H2 gives 2NH3. Heterogeneous equilibria. When in an equilibrium reaction, all the reactants and the products are present in two or more than two phases, it is called heterogeneous equilibrium. That is CaCO3, it is CaO plus CO2. Reactant is in solid phase, but the products is present in both types, solid as well as gas. Expression and units of equilibrium constant. First, start with expression for equilibrium constant K. The active mass of a pure solid is constant irrespective of its amount, and if a pure liquid is present in excess, its active mass is also constant. In both the cases, we put active mass equal to 1. Molar concentration is mole per liter. So molar concentration is equal to moles of substance divided by volume of substance. Moles means mass upon molecular mass. Now molar concentration can be written as density of substance divided by molecular mass. Okay. As density of a particular pure substance at a particular temperature is constant and molecular mass of the substance is also constant, therefore molar concentration is constant. Now for homogeneous equilibrium, CH3COOH plus C2H5OH, it gives CH3COOC2H5 plus H2O. Then Kc will be what? The molar concentration terms on the right hand side divided by molar concentration terms on the left hand side. Now start with one more example. NH3 plus 5O2, it gives 4NO and 6 water. And lots of examples are there. Let us find out Kc for this. NH3 molar concentration square divided by H2 cube and N2. Similarly, you can solve other example which are shown on the screen. For heterogeneous equilibrium, here are some more examples of heterogeneous equilibrium. Let us start with first example. CaCO3, when it dissociate to give CaO and CO2, then value of K will be molar concentration of the left hand side, right hand side terms divided by molar concentration of the left hand side terms. Now, as solid terms are negligible, so molar concentration of CaO is equal to 1. Molar concentration of CaCO3 is equal to 1. So it will be equal to CO2 gas. Now units of equilibrium constant. Consider a general reaction AA plus BB, it gives CC plus DD. So equilibrium constant will be again the same. Molar concentration terms of right side divided by molar concentration of left hand side, but each raised to power their stoichiometry constants. So molar concentration, by putting the value mole per liter, it will come in the same way as we have done the formula Kp and Kc. So K will be equal to mole per liter delta N raised to power delta N. Here we are using the formula of Kp again. Now Kp is equal to this atmosphere means pressure C plus D divided by atmosphere A plus B. Now applying the formula and you will get the answer Kp is equal to bar raised to power delta N. If delta N is equal to 0, that is number of moles of product is equal to number of moles of reactant, then K equilibrium or Kp will have no units. For example, here are two examples. Let me start with the first example. H2 gas and I2 gas, they give 2HI gas. In this case, all the reactants and products are in the gas phase. So, delta N will be 0 as delta N is equal to Np minus Nr. All they are gases, so Np is 0. And by putting the value, total number of the reactant is 2 and number of product is also 2. So answer will be 0. So Kc or Kp will have no units. Similarly, you can do for N2 plus 3H2. In this case, delta N is equal to minus 2 and unit will be what? It will be mole per liter raised to power minus 2, means 1 divided by square of mole per liter.